Hola and welcome to ProSpanish. A quick reminder before we start that all the lessons on this channel are standalone lessons, and for the structured course, the progressive levels 1 to 6 course, you need to head over to prospanish.co.uk. We're going to get started straight away with the nitty-gritty of this and then get on with some fluency practice. So first off, gustar does not mean to like. There isn't an exact word in Spanish that means to like. Gustar can be translated as to be pleasing or to be liked. Not to like, but to be liked. So let's have a look at these. I like it is probably the one we'd use most, and that is me gusta. Me gusta. Gusta is he, she, or it is pleasing. If it was gusto, I'm pleasing. Gustas, you're pleasing. Gusta, he, she, or it. So the third person, gusta, he, she, or it, is pleasing. Pleasing to whom? Pleasing to me. So me gusta. So it is pleasing to me. So I've said me gusta is I like it, but it can also be I like him or I like her, because it's he, she, or it is pleasing to me. Me gusta. And to further complicate matters, in Spanish, gustar, when used with a person, so me gusta Miguel, for example, I like Miguel, would be understood as I'm into Miguel. I have a crush on Miguel. I fancy Miguel. And I'll show you in a second how to say the non-romantic liking someone, liking somebody as a friend. So let's get down to the next one. I like you is me gustas. Me gustas. Me gustas. So gustas means you are pleasing or you are liked. You are pleasing. Who are you pleasing to? You're pleasing to me. Me gustas. Me gustas. So whenever it's I like, it's going to be me. So gustas, you're pleasing. Pleasing to me. Me gustas. And again, as gustar is referring to a person, it's like. So to be into you, so I'm into you. And I think we better introduce then now how to say I like you if it is non-romantic. So the phrase is me caes bien. Me caes bien. And it follows exactly the same structure with the me, but it uses the verb caer, to fall, and literally it means you fall well to me. Me caes bien, you fall well to me. So the two different I like yous. I like you, in inverted commas, me gustas. I like you, you're funny, you're my friend. Me caes bien, me caes bien. And if we went up to I like it, that's just me gusta. But referring to a person who you're not romantically into, I like him or I like her, then it has to be he or she falls well to me. Me cae bien. Me cae bien. Okay, let's move down to you like me. We'll stick with the gustar translation first, even though the romantic one is going to be used less. So, you like me, and it could be a question. Do you like me? It'll just be the same with a different intonation. So, you like me or do you like me is te gusto, te gusto. Do you like me? Te gusto. And again, like. So, gusto is I am pleasing, I am liked. So I'm pleasing to whom? I'm pleasing to you, you like me. So, te gusto. And I fall well to you. So, I fall is caigo. Caigo, I fall. I fall well, caigo bien. Who do I fall well to? I fall well to you. Te caigo bien. And as a question, te caigo bien? Te caigo bien? Do you like me? He or she likes me. Le gusto. Le gusto. Because I'm pleasing. Who am I pleasing to? Him or her. So, le, him or her, le gusto. Le gusto. And that would be pleasing. So, he or she has a crush on me. Le gusto. And the non-romantic one, think of the structure. What do you think it will be? Again, it's I fall well. Caigo bien. I fall well to him or her. Le caigo bien. Le caigo bien. So you can see the same structure. The verb is in the same person, and we use le. We haven't got time to go through every single version, but you can probably work out that if it's going to be they like me, then I'm pleasing to them. So instead of le caigo bien, les caigo bien. Going down to Miguel likes me. So very similar to above, but we're going to add in the person's name. Miguel likes me, and it's important because we need to say a Miguel, not just Miguel. A Miguel le gusto. A Miguel le gusto. So I'm pleasing to Miguel. And this kind of thing is best just to learn as a set piece. A Miguel le gusto. If it was Miguel likes him or her or it, then it would be it that's pleasing. So it would be gusta. A Miguel le gusta. Miguel likes it. Miguel likes him. Miguel likes her. And if we want to say Miguel likes me in the non-romantic, he likes my personality, a Miguel le caigo bien. I fall well to Miguel. A Miguel le caigo bien. And let's have a final one here. Elena likes you. Elena likes you. So we'd have to have, as above, a Elena le, so the first part exactly the same, a Elena le gustas. So you are pleasing to Elena. Now, because there feels like there's such a back-to-front logic about all this, it's quite hard to work out quickly on the spot in a conversation. So what I'd really recommend is taking some model sentences. So, for example, the ones that we've just done, or copy the table we're going to use for fluency practice and just learn it in the same way you might learn a vocabulary list. Okay, so let's get on to the fluency practice. Okay, let's see what we have. Me gusta or me cae bien. Me gusta or me cae bien. So me gusta, I like it. Obviously, we could say me gusta and then whatever. Me gusta la televisión, I like TV. Me gusta la pizza, I like pizza. But if we don't say that, then it means I like it. Me gusta. And me cae bien, I like him or her. And so that I don't keep repeating it, you should assume that if I say like a person, I like him, I like Peter, I like Laura, she likes me, that means not romantically, it means personality, it means caer bien, and I will specify if it's romantic, needing gusta, gustar. Okay, so next one down. Me gusta Laura. Me cae bien, Laura. So I like Laura, both ways. Next we've got I like you. So I like you, you're pleasing to me, you fall well to me. Me gustas and me caes bien. Me gustas, me caes bien. Me gustas, I fancy you, as we might say here. And next, you like me. So I fall well to you. I'm pleasing to you. So te gusto, te caigo bien. Te gusto, te caigo bien. You like me. He or she likes me. So I'm pleasing to him or to her. Le gusto, le caigo bien. Le gusto, le caigo bien. Incidentally, we've got caigo bien. You could have caigo mal. So if I want to say, I don't like him or her, he or she doesn't fall well to me, we can just use the negative. No me cae bien. No me cae bien. I don't like him or her. Or we can say, me cae mal. He falls badly to me. Not well, but badly. Mal. Me cae mal. I don't like him or her. And you can use either interchangeably. And then we have Maria likes you. And remember, when it's a person doing the liking, it has to be a first, because it's falling well or being pleasing to Maria. A Maria le gustas. A Maria le caes bien. Maria likes you. And Miguel likes me. A Miguel le gusto. Or a Miguel le caigo bien. And we'll just take a quick pause there while I mention our very popular Levels 1 to 6 course. This takes the complete beginner or a near beginner right up to a conversational level of Spanish in a series of very easy to follow steps. All the lessons on this YouTube channel are supplementary, whereas the core Levels 1 to 6 is very much a step-by-step program delivered by the same teacher as all the other videos on the ProSpanish YouTube channel. And while the style is very similar to what you'll be used to from these videos on the channel, the key difference is that every lesson carefully builds on the previous lessons so that you can really feel that progress of going from very little or no Spanish up to a level where you can confidently hold a conversation in Spanish. So again, that's available exclusively from prospanish.co.uk. And let's look at the starting bit of our sentence. So, creo que, I think that. Creo que. In English, we might just say, I think he likes me. In Spanish, you have to say, I think that he likes me. I don't know if. No sé, I don't know. No sé si, I don't know if. And a very common phrase, a lo mejor. A lo mejor, maybe. A lo mejor. Okay, so pause the video if you need extra time to think before you answer. Use the table as much as you like, and as you start getting more confident, try to look away from the table. And remember, if I don't specify it's romantic, assume it's not. How would you say, I think he likes me? Creo que le caigo bien. Creo que le caigo bien. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. No sé si me gusta. No sé si me gusta. Maybe she likes you romantically. A lo mejor le gustas. A lo mejor le gustas. I don't know if I like you. No sé si me caes bien. No sé si me caes bien. Maybe he's into you. A lo mejor le gustas. A lo mejor le gustas. I think Miguel likes me. Creo que a Miguel le caigo bien. Creo que a Miguel le caigo bien. Maybe she likes me, into me. A lo mejor le gusto. A lo mejor le gusto. And, of course, we can add a negative to any of these. So, no me gusta, I don't like it. No me gustas, I'm not into you. No me caes bien, I don't like you as a person. So how would you say, maybe Maria doesn't fancy you? A lo mejor a María no le gustas. A lo mejor a María no le gustas. How about, maybe he doesn't like me? A lo mejor no le caigo bien. A lo mejor no le caigo bien. And before we move on to the advanced part of this video, another reminder, you can download the levels 1 to 6, the structured, progressive, step-by-step course from ProSpanish.co.uk. And for this more advanced part of the lesson, we're going to build on what we have done just now. Look at this model sentence. Que le caigas bien no quiere decir que le gustes. Que le caigas bien no quiere decir que le gustes. What do you think that means? So pause the video a moment and see if you can work out the meaning. Okay? Just because he likes you, que le caigas bien, just because he likes you, doesn't mean, no quiere decir, que le gustes, that he likes you, that he's into you. Okay, so let's break that down a bit. Que le caigas bien. A more literal translation would be the fact that he likes you. Because que le caigas bien is a kind of shortened way of saying el hecho de que. El hecho de que is the fact that. But this is often just shortened down to que. And after el hecho de que, after the fact that, we have the subjunctive. So after the fact that comes the subjunctive. El hecho de que plus subjunctive, but here it's been kind of shortened down to just que. So we'd still need the subjunctive, so que le caigas bien. So the fact that he likes you, but it sounds better in English to say just because he likes you, and then no quiere decir doesn't mean, it doesn't mean. And here, the subjunctive that follows, le gustes, that he's into you, he likes you, it's subjunctive because no quiere decir is one of those phrases when in a negative, so quiere decir, it means is in a negative, then the subjunctive follows. And you can see that in creo que, I think that. There's no subjunctive that follows that. But no creo que, I don't think that, a subjunctive follows. If you were saying, it's not that I don't want to do it, whatever it might be, after it's not that is a subjunctive. If it wasn't a negative phrase, if it was just, the thing is that, no subjunctive. But it's not that, a subjunctive follows. And it's impossible to kind of process and have all these rules ready in your head to use in conversation. But that's why using a model sentence and going through the various iterations that might come up is a great way to fluency. So after doesn't mean that is the subjunctive. So it's obviously a really, really tricky sentence, but you can just learn it and substitute in new verbs, new vocabulary. So let's use that model and try and come up with a different one. How would you say this? Just because I like you, not romantically, just because I like you doesn't mean I want to be your boyfriend. Just because I like you doesn't mean I want to be your boyfriend. And that would be que me caigas bien no quiere decir que quiera ser tu novio. Que me caigas bien no quiere decir que quiera ser tu novio. Let's split it up. So the first bit, the just because I like you, the fact that I like you, so que me caigas bien. So again, we've got me caes bien, I like you. Que me caigas bien, the fact that I like you, just because I like you, doesn't mean no quiere decir, so it doesn't mean no quiere decir. We said before that after it doesn't mean, we need the subjunctive. After it means, a positive and affirmative sentence, no subjunctive, but after it doesn't mean that, we have the subjunctive. So no quiere decir que quiera ser, that I want to be. So quiera is the next verb after que, so that has to be in the subjunctive. Que quiera ser tu novio. I want to be your boyfriend. Okay, let's try another one. Just because I think about you all the time doesn't mean that I like you, that I'm into you. Just because I think about you all the time doesn't mean that I fancy you. What would that be? Que piense en ti todo el tiempo no quiere decir que me gustes. Que piense en ti todo el tiempo no quiere decir que me gustes. And again, let's break it down. So, the fact that I think, el hecho de que, but we'll shorten that down to que piense en ti, the fact that I think about you. Sounds nice as saying, just because I think about you all the time, todo el tiempo, no significa que, that's another way of saying, no quiere decir que, it doesn't mean que me gustes, that I'm into you. And of course, the subjunctive gustes, because it follows no quiere decir, it doesn't mean. Okay, let's try one more. How would you say this? Just because she has invited you doesn't mean she likes you. Just because she has invited you doesn't mean that she likes you, not romantically. Que te haya invitado no quiere decir que le caigas bien. Que te haya invitado no quiere decir que le caigas bien. So, just because, so the fact that she's invited you, el hecho de que, we'll shorten it down to que te, if it wasn't the subjunctive, it would be te ha invitado. She has invited you, te ha invitado. But we know we need the subjunctive after the fact that, or just because in this case. So ha changes to the subjunctive, which is haya. Que te haya invitado. The fact that she's invited you. And again, no quiere decir, doesn't mean, and then we have the subjunctive, que le caigas bien. Que te haya invitado no quiere decir que le caigas bien. And that concludes today's Pro-Spanish lesson. As mentioned earlier, if you're looking to become a confident and a competent speaker of Spanish, head over to prospanish.co.uk.